Hey guys, this is Spencer Templeton. I'm one of the league leaders for St. Louis North, and I just wanted to show you how to access and use our league's Discord server. Before I begin, just want to make something very clear that this server is only for adults. We do not want any students or anyone under 18 on there. But as long as you're a real adult, a coach, a mentor, volunteer, even a parent, please feel free to join. And I think once you watch this video, you'll see just how useful and powerful this server is going to be for us. In order to get there, you're going to go to discord.com. There are three ways you can access the server. First way is you can download and install the application on your computer itself. You also can just open and use it in your browser, no need to install anything. Or if you have a mobile device, you can just install the app on your phone and use that. Once you've chosen how you're going to get there, you'll just log in. If you already have an account, please feel free to use it. If you do not, you can just click on register and make a new account. It's a pretty painless process, took about a minute. And once you get that figured out and logged in, you're going to see an interface that looks like this. If you are using the mobile version, or if you're using the online version or the desktop version, the user interfaces are going to look pretty similar. It doesn't matter which one you use, so don't worry about that. If you're new to Discord, this might look a little intimidating, but I promise you it's pretty easy. The thing that we're going to click on is this plus sign on the left side so we can get you added to our server. So you'll just click on that plus sign over there on the left, and then you'll click on join a server at the bottom of that pop-up window, and then we'll just paste the link to the server. You can get this link from the comment section of this video. It's also in the signature from any email sent from the St. Louis North League leaders. So you'll just click join server. You might have to verify that you're a human and not a robot. I know the irony, but once you've taken care of that, it's a one-time gig, and then you can view our server from there on, and you'll know you're successfully in because you will see this FTC logo over here, and it'll say FTC Missouri/Kansas up at the top. And now, congratulations, you are part of our server. Once you get on there, there's a few things we're going to want you to take care of before you proceed further. First thing is you'll start in this welcome channel, and here you can see all these different roles. We ask that you check the roles that apply to you. So let's say, for example, that you are a referee. You can click on the referee icon, and you'll notice this referee channel pops up down here. Or maybe you're a coach, and you click on the coaches icon, and now there's a bunch of channels and stuff associated with just information for coaches. So the roles that you select will dictate what type of content and channels you see on the left side, so you can control what information you are getting access to. Second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to change your name in the server so that we know who you are. So if you click on this people icon in the top right, it says show member list. You can click on that, and you'll see that most of these people have names, they have team numbers, they have programs so that we can identify who they are. So in order to do that, you'll just click on your avatar in the bottom left corner. And when this little window pops up, you'll click on the pencil icon in the top right to edit your profile. Now the user profile tab would change the display name for your entire account. So this would be in all servers. Probably don't want to mess with that. But if we go to the server profiles tab, there is this server nickname, and that's what you're going to want to change. We ask that people put their real names so we know who you are, and you can put a team number if you're associated with a team so we know what program you're part of. If you have multiple teams, especially if they're adjacent team numbers, you could do something like that, or you could just pick one team number. If there's a lot of teams you're part of, or you're more part of an organization rather than a team, feel free to just put the name of your organization. That is fine as well. Once you've gotten that taken care of, you can just click Save Your Changes, and then you can hit the escape thing in the top right. And now when you go and look at yourself on the right side, you'll notice, for example, that it should now say your name and whatever you put afterwards, team number or program name. Last thing you're probably going to set up before we get started, actually looking at the server, is your notification settings. So the bottom left, there's this gear icon for user settings. You click on that. We'll scroll down a bit. In the middle of app settings, there's this notifications section. And once we get there, we're going to scroll down to the bottom and look at the email notifications. I strongly encourage you to turn these off. If you leave those on, you might get an email every time something happens in the server. I imagine most people don't want that. So you can control your email notifications there. You also can control your server notifications within Discord itself. So you can right click on this server and you could, for example, choose to mute it if you would like, or you can customize the notification settings. For example, you could turn push notifications to your phone on or off. Whatever is going to make sense for you, you have the power to change those settings. Now that we've taken care of those three things, let's actually look at how this server works. If you're new to Discord, there are two types of channels. You can see all the channels on a server on the left side. Channels that have a hashtag are text channels. They're similar to a thread and a forum. You can think of them as like a glorified group message. There's also voice channels, as designated by these voice icons. You can click on join those. So let's say, for example, I want to join a voice channel. I can just click on it. Now I'm part of this voice channel. You can see that I'm speaking because there is a green circle around my icon. And when I'm ready to leave, I can just click this disconnect. And now I've left that channel. This is a really powerful tool. This allows us to post information or announcements. You can see, for example, that Jennifer Martin, our main league leader, she put a message informing people about something in regards to our kickoff. And so she pinged everybody, and that allowed every single person in the server to get a notification. Let's say, for example, you're a meet host and you're looking for a referee. So you can go to the volunteer discussion channel and you can type, for example, at, and maybe you have a specific person in mind. I really want somebody to be this referee, so I'm going to ping that certain person. Or maybe I want to talk to all referees in general, and so I just at and I just ping referees in general. And so this at symbol allows you to ping specific people or groups of people. Very, very powerful. Allows you to communicate with just the people you want to, no more, no less. Some of these channels also have information. For example, we will post the updated meet schedule for this season. You can see it here. Or maybe, for example, you want to know some information about how to host a meet. Well, we have meet resources. We have links to a sample meet letter or a checklist for all the things you might need to be prepared for that. We also, in the voice channels, you could use those to meet with folks and you can join them. If you want to mute yourself, you can mute yourself. You can share your screen. You can turn your camera on if you want to have a sort of face-to-face conversation. If you've used Zoom or Google Meets or Microsoft Teams, this is even easier than that. And so you guys can have conversations with anybody in the league in our server. I hope that you found this video to be useful. And I hope that once you get on here, you find all creative sorts of ways to make use of this to make communication and learning more efficient and more powerful. If you have any questions at any time, please feel free to reach out to us. You can always email the league leaders at stlnorth@firstinmissouri.org. You also can message us on Discord. So if you want to message a league leader or someone like that, you can just right click on them on the right side and choose message, and you can just type in your message and message them directly. And also, if you have a recommendation or question about the server, you can just go to the server info channel up here, and you can just post a question here directly, and our league leader, Hannah Martin, who's in charge of managing the server, will get back to you as quickly as possible. Hope that this video was helpful, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all for Center Stage season.